Recently, the closure of an old Pangdonglai store has sparked wide discussion online in China. Many people feel confused. This store has always been popular and profitable. So why does it choose to close down? The reason is simple. Unreasonable rent hikes by landlords. Let's briefly go through the whole story. This closed store is Pangdonglai Xuchang Life Square. It opened in 2002 and has run for 24 years. It is a core and high-performing store of Pangdonglai with an annual profit of over 100 million yuan. It never had operating problems. The root cause dates back to 2015. The store's shops were signed with many small landlords separately instead of one unified contract. Over the years, Pangdonglai's good service and reputation made the whole commercial area popular and greatly raised local shop values. However, some landlords took advantage of this. They raised the yearly rent sharply from 8 million yuan to 24 million yuan, 3 times the original price. The huge rent increase left no profit space for normal business. After failed negotiations, Pangdonglai announced that this profitable old store will close in December 2026. Facing the rent dispute, Yu Donglai, the founder of Pangdonglai, held a clear and firm attitude. He said the closure is not about poor business, but about bottom line and fairness. He believes business is based on mutual benefit, not one-sided exploitation. Landlords benefit a lot as Pangdonglai boosts the local business and land value. Yet extreme rent hikes almost take away all the store's profits. Pangdonglai refuses to operate in such an unfair way, even if it means losing huge income. Meanwhile, Pangdonglai shows great social responsibility. It promises no layoffs or pay cuts, and all staff will be rearranged to other stores. To get rid of long-term rent pressure, Pangdonglai plans to invest 6.5 billion yuan to build its own commercial complexes. In the future, it will operate on self-owned properties and stop working for landlords. This incident is not just a simple business conflict. It reflects a common problem between physical stores and landlords in China. The better a store runs, the higher the rent goes. For a long time, many landlords hold the old idea that shops can bring them steady passive income. They raise rents simply because their tenants make money, ignoring market rules and operating costs. Store owners spent years improving services, attracting customers, and activating business districts. But in the end, most profits are taken by landlords through rent hikes. This unfair profit model hurts the real economy badly. For most small and medium-sized physical stores, rent has become the biggest cost, far higher than labor and material costs. Many stores close not because of fierce competition or poor sales, but because of endless rent increases. Store owners take all the business risks, while landlords enjoy stable profits with no effort. This unbalanced relationship makes fewer people willing to run physical businesses. It further weakens the vitality of local business districts. The saddest part is that Pangdonglai can't afford to close stores and build its own properties. But countless small shop owners have no way out. They can only either cut profits to struggle on or close their shops. In the long run, the real economy will shrink and empty shops will finally make landlords' properties worthless. Business is never a zero-sum game. The value of a shop does not come from its building, but from the long-term operation and efforts of merchants. Landlords and store owners should cooperate and benefit together. Pangdonglai store closure sends a clear message. Blind and crazy rent hikes will no longer work. Only reasonable rent and win-win cooperation can support the recovery of the real economy. We hope there will be fairer business rules so every hard-working physical merchant can get fair returns.